Hello, Frank Abusick here again. I just wanted to do a second video on the Orfeo toolbox. I had just previously explained how to run a command line function such as rescale, and then from the command line also run a graphic user interface. The other thing we can do, and I think this is probably the more attractive way, is we can execute this mapla bat file or the Monteverde file. And there's a couple ways I can type in the bat file name. So if I just go mapla and run it, it'll bring up the list of functions in the Orfeo toolbox. It takes a moment. And this gives us access to all the remote sensing functions from a graphic user interface environment. So once this comes up, we will see that, there we go. So here is the mapla stands for the Monteverde application launcher, and we can see a long list of functions here where we can access functionality. So that's one way to get to the functions inside of Orfeo Toolbox. And if I want to do a search, for a function like the rescale example I showed before, I can just double click on it and it brings up the same interface. Now, a second way to do this is I can either double click on Monteverde bat or type it in here. Sometimes right-click, run as administrator. Sometimes it doesn't come up too quickly. I'm running a Windows 10 operating system, so I have previously opened this, and you have that same, basically have a graphic user interface. Well, now I can simply go and file open, bring up an image. I can access all of my functions over here inside of the applications browser again. So that's another way to access the functionality inside of the Orfeo toolbox. And then inside of QGIS, if you install QGIS and we go to processing and we go to the toolbox here, you will see Orfeo toolbox listed, and the long list of functionality from the QGIS interface. So there's a few other I guess more attractive ways to run the functions inside of Orfeo Toolbox if you're not a C++ programmer or you're not an advanced user yet. These are ways to get to the functionality. So just wanted to bring that up kind of as a second video on how to kind of get started quickly with the Orfeo Toolbox. And I hope that was helpful. Thank you. Have a nice day.